And I think that's why, by any sensible metric, all art is considerably homosexual. Anyway, welcome back to Look at an RPG, the series where we look at an RPG. This time we're looking at Moonstone Deep. This game was released in 2018, I believe. It's made in RPG Maker. And there's some really good RPG Maker games. Let's not discount this one because it's made in RPG Maker. There's some great RPG Maker games out there. Even commercial ones. So we move around and Z interacts with things and X opens the menu. It's an RPG Maker game. You know, it's one of those. So let's find the most important, fanciest looking house. Let's go talk to the guy in there. So something cool about this game is that here when we talk to the mayor, you'll see there are dialogue options. And one of the dialogue options is, what is the town's problem? And another one is, what's the reward? But if you ask what the town's problem is, which is the first dialogue option, then after the mayor tells you what the town's problem is, Ryan automatically asks what the reward is without you having to select the what's the reward option, therefore making the what's the reward option entirely superfluous, unnecessary. Let's look at what that dialogue option is anyway. Let's click maybe later, and then see what that dialogue option is where we ask about the reward. Let's look at that one in more depth. I see, he gave us an entirely different description of the reward, and if we want to accept the quest, we have to do the what's the problem with the town dialogue all over again. One might think that after you learn what the problem with the town is, an option would appear in the menu reflecting that, so that way you could accept it immediately. But anyway, let's go upstairs, and let's talk to the mayor's wife real quick. Oh, she's an anime lady. Seems at odds with her character model. And this chest turns into a completely different, bigger chest when we collect money from it. And also the mayor's wife doesn't seem to notice or care. And when we leave, I like this bit of text. It's, talk to the villagers, you will find 6 people willing to follow you. Ponder well, and then in your tent choose your companions. That sounds appealing, wandering around the town choosing 6 people to come along with us and learning about them. Unfortunately, if we come back in and leave, we get the same text again. It's a small thing, but maybe disabling that text after you read it the first time would have been a good idea. Just saying. And let's visit our tent first, why don't we? I know that we're supposed to look around the town for the 6 people. But let's say I just want to visit my tent first. Just see what the tent he had prepared for us looked like. Let's just go there before we do anything else, why don't we? Gotta be careful of animals, by the way, because they will block your path. You can't walk over them. Let's go in our tent. Oh, there's a mysterious man in here. And if we talk to him, the dialogue implies that we already have went around the town and talked to everyone. And indeed, if we click yes, we are ready to go into the mines, then he will list off some companions that we have never met and acts like we have met them. And these are in fact the companions that you're meant to go around the town and find. Like, we don't know who these people are, but we're going to choose Bruin. And we haven't seen Bruin yet, but he's in our party now, even though we don't know who he is. And you might be thinking, okay, well, that's a bit of an oversight, that you can add the companions before you meet them. That seems a little weird. But let's go to the item shop, why don't we? See what's up in the item shop. You know, things haven't completely fallen apart yet. Oh, hey, look, it's Bruin. Let's talk to him. Hey, Bruin, I thought you were in our party. I see you back there in our party. What are you doing outside of our party? And why is the dialogue conveying to me that this is the first time we've met in this town, even though you are clearly in our party? That's very odd. Seems like a little bit of an oversight. But you know, I saw a pub. Let's go to the pub, why don't we? Let's go to the pub and relax. There's a fine gentleman over here to the left. Let's talk to him. He calls us an arsehole. We're going to call him an arsehole in return, because that's what you do when someone calls you an arsehole. That's just how this thing goes. Like, that's just how it goes. Alright, time to fight him. Seems like he's a little outmatched, if you ask me. Alright, we killed him. Let's see if his tune's changed. Let's see if he has anything new. No, don't have anything new to say. Is he going to call us an arsehole again? We're going to do the same back in return. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta teach people a lesson more than once. It happens. Alright, let's see if he's changed his mind this time. Now he's gonna call us an arsehole again. You know, some people just never learn their lessons. They just never